Hello and welcome to the security section. This video will cover the super basic auth, which is basically named the basic auth. So what we'll have is that we'll have a property file. We'll have a two properties file, and one of them will have the users. The other one will have the roles. So this will be a role-based access. Yeah, let's get started. So I have here super simple setup. So we have a Maven plugin create, check the now security properties, and we have a user resource with a /user, and then here we'll specify one extension called Electron security properties file. So let's create a project and open it in IntelliJ IDEA. All right, I open up our IDEA project. So let's jump straight. I can of course show you that there is only one additional dependency to make it working, as always. So let's go to resources, application properties, and I want to specify a few properties here that we'll be using, which is security users file enabled, to specify that we want to use this file security. And we need to specify two files, one of which is users, and then the second one is roles. We have a real name, which is used for differentiation of the realms if it's present, and we have a plain text, which specifies that the files are plain text and nothing different. So with this in mind, let's create the users properties and roles properties. So you can understand that they will be located in the resources. If you don't see anything here, it's most probably or this folder or in meta infrastructures, so either of them. So yeah, let's create our user properties, users properties. And here you need to specify key value for the user. So let's say admin equals admin. So this means that we have an admin user and admin password, and then user equals user, and then I don't know, mod equals def, something like this, so you can understand what's going on, right? Here in roles, let's create roles properties. So here we need to specify a role and which actually user and which roles it's available. So what we have admin, for example, right? So admin will be admin role and user and def or something like this, right? So user, of course, will have we have a user access, and the last thing is our mode. Let me make it larger for you, sorry about that. Mode will have a def access, right? Something like this. Maybe admin is not like, but moderators can access user endpoints, right? Something like this. So let's open our user resource, right? So it actually should be users. I always type it, but by JSON, by REST conventions, it's better to use plural names for the endpoints. So if you're starting, you can put the users. But for testing, that's okay, of course. So so yeah, let's have the first endpoint will be only available for the users, right? So we can just use roles allowed and then put a user. So this is exactly the roles properties that we specified here, right? You see that there is a users, let's create another endpoint similar to this one, except that we'll have, let's say, admin info, how to run the app, one, like this, right? So we'll give this some admin access info, but the roles allowed will be, of course, admin. And the path, will change the path to let's say /admin, right? And then the last thing that we're interested in is, of course, get. Let's copy over the same thing, which will be def. So let's say we have a def and def info, how to ban the users or something like this, right? So this will have a dev access, which is only present by 2 users, but not a user, right? So with this in mind, we are ready for using our app. Let's go to our terminal, and so we have a Quarkus course, the security properties, and call the maven Quarkus dev as always. And let's go to the Postman while it's starting. Let's see if it's started correctly. And yeah, it started correctly. Okay, so let's go to our, what was it, user. So you have a get user, and you will see that it's not working because it's 401 unauthorized. And this is exactly what expected. We can get rid of this authorization because it's not our. So here in authorization, you'll need to specify basic auth, and the username will be where was it? So we'll have a, let's start with the user, right? So we have a user. User. I can show you a password as well. So let's call the get on the /user, and we'll see that we have a hello. But if we'll go to admin, you can see that it's forbidden, 403. This is expected, of course, because the user doesn't have the admin role which was specified. But admin does, so we can call the admin like this. And you'll see how to run the app one, and yeah. So with admin, you of course can go to the dev as well, how to ban the users. But if we'll use mod dev, you will see the dev will work. However, the admin and the user won't work because we haven't specified that we have so the mod user have access to the user role. So yeah, that's why sometimes or always admin users have a user role. So it's a good idea to have all of them if needed. But maybe you have such environment where the admins can't access users, so this is more like a moderator or something like this. Maybe they can only use their own endpoints or something like this. So last thing that I can show you as well is that you can use the embedded users. This is not as pretty as it was with the files, right? But still you can use it as well. So you can call the users, and then you specify, so basically the embedded option is basically you put everything into one file. So we can put admin like this, and then give it so user of course, right? And then you just specify roles. Admin equals, of course, admin user, something like this, right? And then the user have the only user access. And we can put the false for a file so that we only have this embedded settings. The thing that you need to specify here, of course, is a plain text. I forgot to put it as well. So just put the embedded plain text, because otherwise it will use the hashed values for the password and all this stuff. Okay, so now we have a file false and enable true. Then we have we can go to Postman and call the users with the mod. You'll see that it's unauthorized because we don't have a mod anymore. But we can go with admin, of course, admin. If we go to the /user, you see that it's hello user. So you see that it's also hello. But if we go to /admin, it won't work, but with admin it will. So yeah, so with such tactic, I would suggest to use not embedded style. This can be done if you have like only one user, or like super small amount, like 3 of them or something. For more amount, it's better to use a file, or even better, later you'll see how to use it as a GPA or Grpc. So yeah, now you know how to use the roles file property security. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.